And we now want to begin by crossing over to West Pokot, where the County Governor Prof Lonyangapuo is issuing a financial statement of the county. Let's just listen into a bit of that.
I resumed and when I took over office, and primarily the report is on the inspection of quality assurance and project management of construction projects in West Pokot County. There were hundreds of projects that had been started by the former regime, and it was essential that I knew the status of each for us to know what to do. So I will read the findings that are here, and the title is Massive Corruption in Past West Pokot County Projects, and the evidence is here. It is now 3 months since I took over as Governor of West Pokot County. However, as my team settled down in office, we have discovered numerous financial scandals that were committed by the past regime. This has seen our poor county lose hundreds of millions of shillings in underhand deals that are highly illegal and criminal. In August, just after taking over the office, I asked the National Construction Authority to conduct an audit on the ongoing projects. And herein before me is a very damning report. It has showed that the cost of most of the projects are highly inflated. Work is halfway done. The workmanship is poor, but total payment has already been done for most of them. Furthermore, there was total disregard to procurement laws in Kenya, a lack of professionalism, which saw very many briefcase contractors awarded lucrative tenders that they had no capacity to handle. We have noted that the last government initiated numerous construction projects, particularly buildings, which are offices. And the sole purpose was not to improve the lives of the people of West Pokot, but rather to enrich some county officials through arbitrary awards of contract and kickbacks. A total of 23 projects have so far been analyzed out of the many, but none of them met the required standards of construction. We picked the large ones, 23 of them, but the others have not. The progress is still on. The financial integrity was lacking, and the public did not get the value of money spent. Furthermore, contractors were not registered by NCA, National Construction Authority, and or some of them did not have a valid practicing license for the year 2015, 2016, 2016, 2017. In fact, as we speak now, the National Construction Authority, NCA, is already going to institute disciplinary actions against these unlicensed contractors. And West Pokot may not be the only peculiar that has suffered from these quacks. The cases of inflating figures were very rampant in those projects. Furthermore, there were no documents for authenticity. For instance, the construction of early childhood development multipurpose hall in Kapenguria, it was initially valued at 26 million. But this figure was later on changed upwards to 41 million and fully paid without due regard to procurement process. And all the money has been paid, but the work is not complete. In another case, there was a construction of a tourist hotel at a cost of 350 million. Most of the money has been paid and procedurally, but the workmanship is poor, and the amount of work done so far is very little, not more than 15%, but a substantial amount of money paid. And the contractor is not fully having a valid license for the current year. We also have a case of the ongoing construction of Agricultural Training College, ATC, at Keringet, costing over 303 million. All the money has been paid, while substantial work is pending. To make it worse, it has been built on riparian area, which is full of water and is swampy. So you can imagine the building now, the state it is in. The ground floor is flooded. Even a further 85 million has been paid for phase 2 of the same building, whereas phase 1 is not complete. We have a case of stalled renovation of Makutano Stadium, which has taken 4 years to be built. The project was quoted at a sum of 12 million initially, but as things stand, all the money was paid and overpaid, and the work has not been finished. As we see it, this is a true case of county staff conniving with contractors to defraud the public. In instances, I'm told, county staff would engage the contractors and cause them to submit payment vouchers before the building is done. Some contractors will be surprised. What will I give when the work is not done yet to warrant a submission for payment? Worst of all, the experts in the public works, architects, QSs, engineers, were put aside, and junior officers were engaged to oversee these projects. We note with concern that most of these projects were non-priority for this county, that they have been marginalized. You don't start with mighty buildings. And initially, this building had been given by the Grand Coalition government, so it was sufficient to house us for 5 years with our difficulties than to go into building a headquarter for every CEC. That is 10 of them. I want to inform the public that I have suspended all these projects as we further scrutinize the illegal activities that were involved in them. Meanwhile, I wish to invite the Ethics the Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, to visit West Pokot County and to bring to book the criminals who have been conniving to steal public funds. My government will not tolerate, it will not condone theft of public funds, especially in a region like ours that was left behind for many years. And now the good news of devolution should benefit us. Majority of our people live below poverty line. Majority of our people cannot access medical care. And majority of them even cannot pay fees for their kids, live alone, getting even food for themselves and their animals. I thank you.